plot line for us to come back and be regulars on the show for a while. So,
see, your personal relationship has helped it. And not that your career needs any help, but it's like getting you guys
it is.
work.
It is, and and it pays off. It's not like, oh, we're doing Patrick and Linda. They write characters that are different. That we have to be actors. We can't just go in like celebrities. So it's great fun. I don't even know what the plot is for us. I don't know if she's a good person or a bad person in the show. So it's
That's
whatever Brad
exciting.
in this show wants. So yeah, it's very exciting.
And The Bold and Beautiful is still going strong, which like a lot of soap operas have seen better days. So I mean, that is still just the
Right.
fan base and it's still going
It's the
strong.
number one show in Europe. It's so famous in Europe. In Italy, that cast can't go anywhere without basically armed guards. They're so
Wow.
famous. Yeah, it's just remarkable.
What about, it's going well. You guys are working together. Is there an engagement? Do you want to get married again? She
That
was
that
she she,
subject
she was
comes
here
up.
today in your hotel room. So I
You
mean,
know, we live together. We are a committed couple. The conversation has come up a few times, not as a serious option yet. We have, I would say, differing points of view about, getting married. I am not. I think our relationship is fine. I view my relationship with Linda as permanent, as a sacred territory in terms of a relationship. And I don't see the need after I was married for 46 years. Um, and it's not that I don't want to get married because of that, but I don't see the need to get married to try and do that. I think what we have is what a married couple has. And I'm perfectly satisfied with things the way they are now. And as a couple, we are extremely happy together. It has never been a bone of contention between us, and I would let her answer in her own way if she were sitting here. But I must say, that is a question that people raise, and every once in a while, somebody will say, when are you two getting married? And I just go, oh, no, we don't need to have this discussion now. And I think it's a different time in history, and again, I don't bring it up, but people bring up, who understand, saying, oh yeah, well, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have been together for 40 years. They didn't get married, but they're obviously a married couple. So I think it's just different now, where 40 years ago, 50 years ago, yeah, then,
and when they bring it up, does Linda say, yes, let's go get
well,
married right now?
yeah, I think she would be more prone to want to be married. Yeah, to be quite honest. Yeah,
But I agree, it's a different time, and Goldie and Kurt have been doing it for quite a while.
exactly.
As we wrap up, like what advice would you give your younger self just starting out, getting that first part, the first day you playing Bobby, all your other early, when you look back, like what advice would you give to yourself?
That's interesting. Um, well, because in two instances, I think this would be good advice for me is don't take yourself quite so seriously. Quite so seriously. I don't disparage people who want to be great actors. As a matter of fact, it's a driving force that I think is potentially very valuable, but it also is potentially very disruptive when it supersedes civility, when it supersedes understanding the plight, if I want to use that word, it's a bit grand, but of everybody else involved in your project, literally from crew members, camera people, lighting people, prop people, fellow actors, everything. You are part of that group. They are not there strictly for you. You're there for them as well. And it's a lesson I think a lot of people have to learn. And I could have learned it, I'm sure, earlier than I did. But again, like I said, I had great teachers. Belinda was that kind of person. She was, the crew's favorite person. Larry, Crew's favorite person. You know, as huge as his star was for the entire run of Dallas, you wouldn't know it on the set. You wouldn't even know that he was the leader in terms of just star power among the rest of us. He was just one of the gang. So that's the lesson that, you know, you can't learn it too soon. Let's put it that way, you know, and it will feed your future, you know, as long as you want your future to go.
That's good advice. And I've had other people on from Dallas, like Audrey Landers. I just had Christopher Atkins. They all say the same thing about Larry, that like Christopher Atkins told the story, like the first day, Larry Hagman, he walks up to me and he wants to carry my clothes. And he's like, you're Larry, like just that
Yeah.
salt of the earth, like down to earth, treated everybody like an equal.
That's who he was. And again, a great teacher, you know, if you're observing, you know, Chris did, he got it, you know. Another actor might have said, yeah, and if you don't mind, grab my suitcase too. And I'm in room 12, you know, but whatever. But no, if you understand it and you see it, it's an invaluable lesson.
That's really good advice. And for people who are just getting into the business, it's great advice too.
Well, you know what? It's good advice for anybody in daily life. You know, if you
Yeah.
work in a bank, you know, look around. Everybody in that bank, from the guard at the door, you know, they're people that have lives and stories and wants and pains and all of that. Just be aware of it. It'll change the way you act.
I love it. Well, I'm excited for The Bold and the Beautiful. I'm excited for both of your returns. It's still such a great show. And this is my job. I would have to do this, or I would be doing this regardless. But, you know, I personally think Dallas is the best TV show that's ever existed in the history of television. So this was personal. So I appreciate, I mean, the writing and the stories that were told. Will never get that again, I think, on TV.
No, it'll never be. There's nothing like that anymore. Yeah. And
You know,
what a thrill to have been a part of that piece of TV history. Yeah.
that's what it is. So I really appreciate your time. You can come back and promote things whenever you want. You and Linda can come back together next time. This was wonderful, and I really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to promote Duffy's Dough. There you go. That was it.
Tell us more about that. You can promote anything you want before we go.
Oh no, is that Linda and I developed this company called Duffy's Dough, Duffy, DOUGH.com. You can go on. It's a sourdough that my parents got in Alaska in 1952, and I've had it ever since. And we decided, rather than just bake for ourselves, which I've done for 35 years, we started a business, and people can buy it. It comes with a whole kit and a, you know, personalized stuff, stories of my life, and, you know, recipes and how to do everything. And it comes in a little kit, and you can go online and look up Duffy's Dough and, you know, do what you want to do. So that's my only promotion.
I see you guys are live together, dating, work together on Bold and Beautiful, and now Duffy's Dough. You actually have a business. So now you're really in together.
We're basically, yeah, you know, and I miss her already. She's only been gone for like 20 minutes.
I was going to say, and I will share the link for Duffy's Dough so everyone could
Perfect.
check it out. So
Okay,
thank you so much. This was
My
great.
pleasure.
And keep in touch.
You know what? The law's loss was our gain.
You're way too kind. You're way too kind.
No, I'm not. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you
Anytime.
so much. Thank
Get in
you.
touch. Anytime, I'm here.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye.